Hello again and welcome to another Travel Today wrap-up with me, Steve Jones, back by popular demand following the debut of my colleague Alan Joyce last week. Of course that's absolute rubbish, but I'm back nonetheless with another rundown of this week's major stories from the travel industry. And don't forget, at the end of the video, you've got another chance to win 2 gold class cinema tickets courtesy of Travel Today and Hahn Air. We're a little over a month away now from learning what Qantas is planning to do with its troubled Qantas International brand. Alan Joyce, the chief executive, again flagged this week what he described as the phased transformation of the airline during a speech at an aviation conference in Sydney. It all begins on August the 24th when details of this transformation are unveiled. Change is tough, but change is essential, Joyce told delegates at the conference. Now, Joyce is turning towards Asia to reinvigorate the airline. He said it would be remiss of management not to grasp what he described as the Asian opportunity. Now, details at this stage are pretty vague, but there is mounting speculation that Qantas will launch a full-service airline in Asia. And it's all part of a wider plan to ensure Qantas continues to punch above its weight and can expand beyond the natural limitations of Australia's size and geography. Still with Qantas, and pilots this week will begin industrial action. In fact, it begins today, but not quite in the manner perhaps we were expecting. Rather than downing tools and disrupting services, there will be in-flight announcements alerting passengers to the disputes with management. Now, Qantas have turned around and said it's disappointed that the in-flight experience will be disturbed, but frankly, if that's all the disturbance I had on a long-haul flight, I'd count myself fairly lucky. Talks will continue with the unions to try and settle that dispute, but once again, it's an issue Qantas could do without. The Australia, New Zealand and Pacific Hotel Industry Conference took place in Sydney this week, with Accor Honorary Chairman David Bafsky telling politicians they've gone about destroying the business tourism sector in Sydney. It was one of several notable stories to emerge from the conference, which had been postponed from June because of the ash cloud. Now, Bafsky went on to say that politicians have basically turned their back on the general tourism industry and failed to recognise the economic importance both directly and indirectly, and he won't get many arguments with many tourism leaders in Australia. Also at the conference, Oaks Hotels and Resorts new owner Minor International flagged an expansion of the Oaks brand beyond Australia, Thailand one of the target markets. Minor also said it's looking very seriously at introducing the Anantara brand into Australia. And finally this week, a row is brewing between the government and the airline industry regarding the carbon tax. Assistant Federal Tourism Minister Nick Sherry told a conference yesterday, and it was a conference packed with airline executives, it should be noted, that the aviation sector and the general travel industry has grossly exaggerated the impact of that tax. Now, if you remember, Qantas said the tax will add $3.50 to the cost of a one-way domestic fare, and it'll wipe off between $110 and $115 million from its bottom line in the 2012-13 financial year. Virgin Australia followed suit by saying fares are likely to rise by $3 per sector, and that will cost the airline a total of $45 million in that same 12-month period. Well, they're both wrong, according to Sherry, who said the best estimates of the Treasury are that fares will rise by $2 per sector, and it'll have little or no impact on the aviation industry. He also said that it'll have little or no impact on the general tourism industry. I expect a bit of feedback there from the tourism leaders, so we'll keep you updated with developments on that developing story. It's competition time once again, so over to my colleague Alan Joyce with this week's question.
Welcome to week 4 of our competition to win 2 gold class cinema tickets courtesy of Hahn Air and Travel Today. For your chance to win, just answer the following question and email the answer to competitions@travelweekly.com.au. Here's the question.
Name 2 GDSs that can book Hahn Air. For more information, go to www.hahnair.com.
Good luck, get your answers in, and we'll announce the winner in next Thursday's edition of Travel Today. Back to you, Steve.
Thanks for that, Anne, and good luck to all. That's it for now. Thanks again for watching. We'll be back with another Travel Today wrap-up, same time, same place next Friday. Until then, have a good week. Take care.